It takes quite a few games to unlock all the kits in Tarkov Arena, so I'm going to share some of my favorite tier 3 kits to give you reference for what to prioritize. I won't mention all the kits, just the ones I actually use. Keep in mind, during the time I am making this video, the only kits available are the level 3 kits, and all of them are for free. Assault, Pharaoh and Punisher are practically the same, so try them both and pick your favorite to start. You could use Punisher the whole time. I certainly like using Punisher even with all the kits unlocked, just to spice it up every now and then. Coulter and Lance are the only mid-tier kits I find worth using. Lance is my favorite. M80 with a 25 round magazine and meta attachments does not go wrong. If you want a zero recoil kit, use Coulter. Of the max level kits, the only one that I don't find very great is Billy. The Spear's FMJ ammo barely pins level 4 armor, and I think the recoil is just a little bit too high for the lack of penetration. Mouse is my favorite. The HK and the Mutant are also solid choices. It really depends on your preference. They all have a similar time to kill. I find myself jumping between all of them a lot. CQB. If you use Ratatouille, nobody likes you. All of the kits in the middle 2 rows are solid. I think they're all about equal. It just depends on your preference. For example, I don't care for the M856A1 rounds against the high level armor, so I typically avoid the 556 kits. Nightmare is all around the best kit for CQB, but I find Borealis very fun, especially in Last Hero, because I find the RD704 point fire very satisfying. There's also a case to be made for Zenith and Butcher for their Alt-in helmets, but I prioritize having headphones over a level 5 visor. Scout. To be fair, I do not use Scout very much. I've seen some solid players use Vampire for the flesh damage rounds, but I prefer Chopper, Vimple, Reaper, and Cobra in that order. Personally, I don't care for Weaver because the EOTech on the AK-74U drives me nuts, and I don't really care for 995. Even in normal Tarkov, I don't use 995. I don't think it does enough damage. Cobra is my go-to pick for Scout. Reaper is a good alternative if you're not vibing with the 20 round mags. Marksman. Hector is my favorite. I don't think any of the other DMRs are really worth your time. Overlord is usable. The L-Can isn't my favorite, but the 4x zoom is perfect for seeing all the way down some of the long lanes. On Hector, I do think the Voodoo 6x is a little bit too much, but honestly the 1x is more than enough for most engagements in Arena. On the bolt action side, Gaze is the only one worth your time. Arena is too fast paced and close range for bolt actions to really shine, but the 338 AP rounds can one tap any thorax like the Op from Counter-Strike. Remember, you can unlock any kit within a class. For example, I play exclusively Hector on Marksman, but I have all the bolt action rifles unlocked. Also remember that in Unranked, you have access to all the classes, so check out the top tier kits before you commit to unlocking them. Thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. If you found value from today's episode, please do me a favor and drop a like on the video so that brand new Arena players can find this content and make the correct kit decision. Thanks again for hanging out with me today, and I'll catch you back here tomorrow for another episode.